Hello guys, this is from Mrs. Abby and welcome to the series called How to Start a Pothos Plant Collection Part 8. In Part 8, I'm going to be bringing you the third benefit as to why you should start a Pothos Plant Collections. So let's get started. The third benefit is that Pothos plants can beautify your entire home. Every room in your home can be styled and decorated with Pothos plants. And if you're trying to save money or you live on a budget, but yet you want your home to look beautiful by greenifying it, then the Pothos plant is the way to go. This plant is very economical. Also, it is readily available in almost any location that sells houseplants. You can go to any of the big brand stores and get these plants. You can go online and order them and it will not break the bank. Plus, they can be propagated, which means you can buy one huge one and propagate them and make plenty more houseplants. The room that you are about to see is an example of that. This room is filled mostly with propagated pothos plants. So, as I narrate this video, you will learn a lot of styling tips, design tips, money saving tips, and clutter-free tips. A lot of you guys love houseplants and a lot of you guys don't want your house to be cluttered with houseplants. So here's a dining room that I decorated and I filled it with all types of pothos plants. There are many varieties in this room. Guys, one of the easiest way to decorate with houseplants is to select one type of plant. This dining room, I decided to select the pothos plants. Now, it won't seem like you have only one type of plant because in the pothos family there are plenty of varieties. In this room you will notice that I have 5 of the varieties in this dining room. Go ahead and take a look around the room and notice all the varieties of pothos plants I placed in the room. Now you don't want to end the video yet because I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly how I got that many pothos plants and how I saved money and how I decided not to place them in a way that makes the room look cluttered. I will be back shortly to narrate the rest of this video. So enjoy. Let's start with the types of pothos plants we have in the room. We have some golden pothos, some pearls and jade, some marble queen, silver satin pothos, and some neon pothos. As you notice, I also decided to place pothos on every piece of furniture in the dining room. There is space to place more pothos plants in the room, and I have a lot more, but I wanted to limit the amount of pothos plants I placed in the room due to the fact that if you're on budget and you cannot afford to go out and buy no more than a few Pothos plant, I wanted to show you that you still could have a very attractive room decorated with only a few pothos plants. In order to style the pothos in this room, I decided to go with all different sizes of pothos. Remember, this dining room is for those people that loves to have a lot of pothos plants in one space, but they do not want it to be cluttered. There are approximately 15 pothos plants in this room. The best way to get this many pothos plants is to buy maybe one or two pothos plants that already has cascading vines. That way you can take them, propagate them to make enough pothos plants to place in a room to eventually get a style like this room. There's no need to spend a lot of money on buying pothos plants. As I said earlier, buy 2 or 3 very large ones that are already vining and propagate them. One of the best things you can do when you decide to buy home decor and you love houseplants is to spend your extra money on the planters. Now, planters can be very expensive. I buy a lot of my planters from yard sales and thrift stores. And what I do is I take them sometimes and I spray paint them. Most of the time, the best color for your planters to make your room seem larger and cleaner, the best color would be white. Let's go on to the hutch. The hutch, I wanted it to feel very nice, and I also wanted it to follow the decorating rule that states that you should only place 3 pieces of home decor on a piece of furniture. As you take a look at it, you will see that I followed that rule. Tall planter to put in the center, and I place a neon pothos plant on the top because I like the color of it. Then I selected 2 other plants, 2 smaller height plants to place on both sides of that tall planter. The buffet does not look cluttered at all. Let's go on to the china cabinet and the top of the china cabinet. I wanted to decorate the top of the china cabinet, so I decided to make the china cabinet look like it was one piece of plant. So I placed 5 pothos plants on top of it, with the one in the middle being the tallest height and the rest of them on both sides are being lowered. I think that made a very nice design, and the china cabinet looks very beautiful. Onto the bar cart. I decided to place the bar cart there because when I looked at the space without the bar cart, it just looked empty. And for you guys that likes a lot of houseplants, you want to bring in as many pieces of furniture that can hold your plants as possible. So I placed the bar cart there, and I wanted more than one plant in that area, so I got another planter, place it on top of the bar cart. Therefore, I could place 2 plants on the bar cart. And that's what I did in this design. In this picture, you see 2 sconces hanging on the wall, and I placed 2 pothos plant there. Both are pearls and jade. So here's what I just showed you in this video. I show you how to style and design a room with houseplants, the pothos plant. I show you how you can save money by buying one plant and propagating it to get the look of this room. And thirdly and lastly, I show you how you can design a room with houseplant but yet have it look clutter-free. Okay guys, that is it. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.